Welcome to We Are the Raiders. Broncos versus Raiders pregame show, January 3rd, 2024.
All aboard, ye mateys. Come sail away.
New addition, Jack Jones got an interception in 2 games in a row, and then last game, they gave him an offsides penalty when it didn't look like he went offsides, and it pretty much cost us the game. So what's going to happen this week? The Broncos are 8-8. They lost to the Raiders, Commanders, Dolphins, Jets, Chiefs, Texans, Lions, and Patriots. But they also beat the Chiefs and the Bills, so they can surprise you sometimes. The Raiders are 7-9. They lost to the Lions, Bills, Steelers, Chargers, Bears, Dolphins, Chiefs, Vikings, and Colts. Our rushing game wasn't very good last week. We only had 84 yards as a team. Zamir White had 20 carries for 71 yards. Brandon Bolden had 2 carries for 6 yards. Amir Abdullah had 1 carry for 4 yards. Aiden O'Connell had 2 carries for 3 yards. I guess he's not much of a scrambler. Based on ESPN's reports, our tight ends Michael Mayer and Jesper Horsted are still questionable. Running back Josh Jacobs is still questionable. And offensive tackle Thayer Munford Jr. is still questionable. Broncos injuries, safety DeLauren Turner-Yell is out. Wide receivers Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims Jr. are questionable, and linebacker Baron Browning is questionable. Jarrett Stidham should be starting as quarterback. The Broncos are at the Raiders at Allegiant Stadium January 7th, Sunday, at 2:25 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard. The Broncos offense has 343 points forced. That's number 26. Their defense has 386 points allowed. That's number 26 as well. Javonte Williams, their star running back, has 742 yards rushing this season, 3.6 yard average. Cortland Sutton, their star wide receiver, has 748 yards receiving. Jerry Jeudy has 643 yards receiving. The Raiders offense is number 29 now. We had some key drops last week. Aiden had 299 yards passing, which is good for him. We only had 84 yards rushing, though. We need at least 125. Fullback Jacob Johnson had to cover for the tight ends because they were all injured. Raiders defense is now ranked number 8, according to Sportsnaut, I think it was. We had no defensive turnovers last week. Our tackle leaders had half the tackles they normally do. We need to limit penalties. Pressures and sacks were low last week. I expect that to improve this week versus the Broncos because their offensive line is weak and also because Max Crosby is getting stronger. Also, our defense has had plenty of time to practice against Jarrett Stidham. We need to beat the Broncos or I'm never going to hear the end of it. For my pastor's son, he's 11. Raiders are 2.5-point favorite. Coming up next, Broncos versus Raiders postgame report. Check out Raiderette Maddie at Raiders.com. And thanks for watching. We are the Raiders.